look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, in the limit.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll try the air now with Luck. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they'll go with a ground attack here. To push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Walker coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, never takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Love. Ebron's got it. And Hill running right through it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing is Love, and this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Watson on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Love. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. It's caught, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed steam going.
This will be caught by Brown, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Again, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
When people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Watson now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Come back!
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A shotgun snap for Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. And fights through one man. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Hopkins. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 3rd down, that's Alexander. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Reset.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. The return man is Grant. They find some open field here. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, Love. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second and 10, Luck again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front.
And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now it's Watson. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Watson now on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second is Watson. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, it's Alexander, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Luck now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Luck. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Now they can't bring him down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on second down is Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
On the return is Henderson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watson now looking to throw on second down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw is Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Luck. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second and 10, Locke. Ebron's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now it's locked. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here comes the Texans now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Richmond.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball. Met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Rolling. Check. Easy. Alert. One back.
Out of the gun, Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Luck. This will be caught at about the 6. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it in for a Colts score. In for the score. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Tiger. Come back.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What,
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.